Okay, I'm with Robin and Alan from Tripwire here, and what you see behind me is Killing Floor. Actually, Killing Floor Calamity, which has quite a diversion from what we previous have played. We're used to the 4-6 player co-op, first-person shooter, Unreal Engine, dark. What's this going on behind me that's so much different?
I'll let Alan explain.
Yeah, what we've got, we were messing around last year with Robin's crew over in Sweden. They did Dwarfs for us a couple of years ago. And he was just throwing some ideas around about alternative takes on Killing Floor. Because Killing Floor on the PC is 4 years old now. It's been, we've sold over 2 million units.
With constant updates.
Yeah, of course. That's what keeps selling it. That's what keeps people playing it. We love doing the updates. People love playing them. Silly events, sensible events, new game modes, any of that stuff. People love it. So we've been kind of thinking, and Robin had been throwing a few ideas at us about, hey, why don't you do this with Killing Floor? We could do a Killing Floor RTS or a Killing Floor that, and we've been tooling around with it. And Robin had been putting some proofs of concept together. We ended up talking to the Ouya guys back in January this year, and talking to them, they really wanted Killing Floor on the box. And we thought, well, we've got something we've been messing around with, why don't we kind of put the two things together? So we did, and Robin had been doing a whole bunch more work on it, and we ended up with the top-down 4-person shooter that we've got now, which is here running on the Ouya for the first time for people to play.
On a different engine, no?
Yep, it's on Unity. We did the Ball, which we ported down to Ouya, which is an Unreal 3 game. Unreal 3, Android, it's real hard work. There's huge stress going in there to get the thing to run and to run well and to look good and all those things. Robin was trying a couple of engines and settled on Unity as being something that is really designed that much more for something like the Android platform, and is very, very portable and very easy to work with, but he can talk about that.
And very high on draw calls and sometimes difficult to get all those assets on the screen.
Yeah, I guess.
The game right now, the game you see behind me, the entire map is one texture.
Yes.
All the enemies is one texture. So we've built it down to 70 draw calls at most at any one time on the screen. Sometimes even only 60.
Okay.
So this game on a PC runs about 2,600 frames per second. And that's if we have 200 or 2,000 of these guys on screen.
But that's not a PC, that's a Ouya.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That you just need to think about the draw calls and how you work on an Android device, but you can push it really far.
Well, this is Ouya on Unity. That means that you can publish this to just about any other platform as well. Do you have plans to go with the PC, with the Mac, with the browser, with the iPhone? Yeah, I can go on.
We did this because we got into this because we love the idea of the Ouya box. Don't forget, we're a company. We jumped on Steam when nobody else had. Valve were doing that. 2005, we were talking to them about it because it looked like a really interesting way of the things we're going to go in the future. We jumped on OnLive about 3 years ago, so we've kind of won one, drawn one. And when we saw Ouya come up, we saw the whole Kickstarter thing. You're thinking, this is another of those that could be a big game changer. Ouya faced the problem that they're the first one trying to make a market. There's rumors now about Google and Amazon and so on jumping on to do Android-powered micro consoles. We'll see how true, where the truth is in all that. So Ouya are kind of pushing it forward. There's always the risk when you're the first one in there, and they're taking the huge risk. So we want to reward that. So this is going to be on Ouya for the time being. All that said and done, we're going to take a look and see, are people enjoying it? If people like playing it, you say it's on Unity. We can move it to any platform we want. Where we go next, don't know. Let's see what excites people. Let's see what really gets people going. There's no point in just leaping to the PC just because. We could do all the other Android platforms, do a tablet version, do whatever else comes up in that. We could do iOS. We could go with the current consoles. Take your pick. Browser or anything else you like. So the key for us is to see what people think about it. If they're enjoying it, we'll start to broaden out.
And these low price points that you keep coming up with over on Steam anyways, these are actually an advantage?
Yeah, we take a view, you're really referring to when we first launched Killing Floor 2009.
It seems like it's always on sale, and somehow you must be making enough money to go over to this.
Yeah, I think there's a great. I think it's someone at EA said, these sales devalue our product and all this, and you're going, no, it doesn't. We found on Steam, I think the guys at Valve have said this a number of times. I don't think people really believe them. You do a big sale on Steam. We did a big sale in July. We had new game mode for Killing Floor, new maps, new material, new DLC, all of that stuff in July. And we did a big week-long free week and a sale all at the same time. And we sold 250,000 units. And the thing is that, it's one of the things we worried about years ago was that if we're going to have this big surge of sales, then there's nobody left to buy the game. But actually what we find is that you have a big surge of sales and the base sales rate at full price goes up. Because more people are playing, more people see their friends playing. They miss the sale, but they go, hey, it's only $20 anyway. Oh, everyone's having a blast on it. Oh, I'll buy it anyway. So, yes, people like to buy it when it's cheap, but I hate to say it, but loads of people still buy it at full price. And with all the DLC and things we've added to it, the whole Killing Floor pack now is about a $40 or $50 package, which is scary when you think about it. It's a 4-year-old game. We're still selling ridiculous numbers, and people are having ridiculous fun.
They are, yeah. But now, previously you were on the Unreal Engine, which means it was still open to the ability of community development, modding. Now you're on Unity. That changes the game, doesn't it?
For this one, Robin and I have talked about this. It's on Unity. We've done this specifically for the Ouya small platform. One of the things we talked to Ouya about early on was, have they got any plans for people to be able to do things like modding and do stuff and push out their own content? There's no obvious plan for that yet, but we haven't got an SDK for it yet. It comes down to demand. If there's enough demand, we'll put the toolkit together. It's as simple as that.
Which is a bunch of assets for Unity? That's what you're thinking along, or you don't even know?
We just don't know. We haven't really explored it that far. Unreal, as Tripwire, we're still an Unreal shop. We will be for years to come. Robert, this is one of the reasons why Robin's doing it, because they're tooled up differently to us. So he's doing the Unity stuff. But Unreal it's clearly set up with modding in mind. There's the whole UDK, everything else. It's really easy for us to just go, here's a game and here's the SDK. Well, there's the whole thing. With this, different matter. We'll have to think about if there's the demand there. If the demand, if people are asking for it, if enough people are pushing, we'll look at how do we do that. How do we do it in general? What toolkit would people need? How do you push that stuff out on Ouya, for example? Because I don't know.
And when can we play it? At home?
You should be able to play it at home in the next 2 or 3 months is our target. Right now, we've got the alpha version here. All the features and functionality are in. We want to get an idea of where are people finding the fun? Which bits are really fun to play? Which bits are they going, and where are they going, oh God, because, that's what we want. You want people, we love multiplayer gaming, co-op gaming. This is, good old-fashioned couch gaming. These things come around. It's you and a bunch of friends on a Saturday night with pizza, beer, and smacking each other around and going, why didn't you shoot that? Why? Are you concentrating? No, you're drinking. And you want people just messing about. Yes. So,
well, now you're going to have to figure out how to do that on Skype from the couch.
Goodness knows. Who knows what's next? We're gonna. We could have a ridiculous time doing all sorts of stuff. People have asked, are we going to do an online version of this? Probably at some point. So if there's 2 of you here and 1 of you there and 1 in Punxsutawney, who cares? Get together and play.
Okay, so a few months we'll get it on the Ouya, and we don't know about the future releases quite yet.
No, we'll get it onto the Ouya as soon as possible. As soon as it comes down to, we have to be happy that it's fun and everyone's going to enjoy it and all the rest of that. We're kind of picky about that stuff. We're under no huge pressure to release it, so we're going to get it right. What happens beyond that, I say, it depends entirely on what people think of it. So, tell us what you think of it. If you're here at the show, come play it, tell us. Try it at home, because all the games on Ouya, it's free to play, to try, free to try. So have a try. Tell us what you think of it.
Now, studio size. How big are we talking?
We're 40 people, Tripwire. What have you got now, Rob?
We have 25, but it's, there's about 8 developers on this one.
8? 8 developers on Killing Floor?
Yeah.
All right.
It's kind of scary what you can do with a small number of people.
And you're all over the country?
No, we're in Sweden.
Oh, you just Sweden. All right.
Yeah, we're our developer studio. We have one office in Uppsala and one in Stockholm.
Anything else you want to tell me about the game?
No, hopefully we just get feedback from people who want to play it. And just say like Alan, we're here to see how the fans react. Like and to us, I think that one thing I'm really happy about, which I was really scared about, was how people was going to react about the change. Like, are they going to just go, this is not Killing Floor because it's not first person? And the reaction has been very positive, and that was really nice to see that people could see this is another version of Killing Floor. It's still Killing Floor.
Yep, you went over there, you said, alien swarm. Look at that, we can do that.
Yeah, let's be honest, you take your inspiration from where you can get it. One of the things that Robin and I were talking about months back was the old, what was it, Gauntlet? Yeah. You remember that, the old arcade game, 4-player? Yeah. And we were still thinking, we all used to stand up just pumping money into this thing, going, we're done now. No, just hang on, just a couple more minutes. More money goes in. Because it was just a gas. And it was just, and we kind of wanted to recapture a lot of that feeling. Okay. So.
All right, great. Thank you, guys. Have a great show. That's it for here.